this massive factory.
In order getting clothes in it, my bro, get wisdom. And wisdom is profitable to direct a man's life. That's why you don't just do what everybody's doing. Get distracted. When you know, you have like an aim. Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. It's Experience Progress with me. So the idea of this video is just like tell you how trading has been going. And yes, I messed up. I messed up I think the last video I talked about how much I've been up in my account. Like I've been like down 5% on my Profim account. I actually got 2 Profim. So the one I got like for like 5 months or 6 months, I've been down like 5%, and I was able to like bring it back to like a percent up, and now I'm down 30% on that. It's crazy, you get. But at the same time, it's not like I'm bothered, but no, we're still disciplined, keeping to rules, even though I make silly mistakes, like crazy silly mistakes. Before I show you my trades I've been taking at my parents' place, and I'm here for like 2 days, and I'm about to leave. You can see I have my bags, I have my laptop ready. I'm about to pack up. I'm leaving this morning, but before I do all that, I have to read my Bible. It's like my daily routine. I don't start my day without reading my Bible. It's very, very important. It's how you keep discipline. I have this my plan every morning, my daily routine. Wake up 5, read my Bible, check the chart. So this morning I already checked the chart, I already made some analysis, and I will show you a trade I missed yesterday. Not like I made a wrong decision and end up losing in that trade, and it went in my direction. Do you understand? So let me run it down. The trade I took yesterday, but ended up closing it because had this emotion, so I couldn't just handle the trade, so I just closed at a loss because I felt like okay, this trade was going to be a lose, even though I saw my confidences, but at the end of the day, I couldn't deal with something down on the daily time frame. So this year's the chef. Sorry, I have too many things on this chart because I did my focus on this chart. So on Sunday, so that's the reason. So yesterday, we could see from the daily time frame. No, I've been bearish on USDJF like for weeks now, like a week now, for weeks now. I took some entries here, then closed. But you could see last week we had this bearish fair value gap, price tapped into. So this is what happened. This order block price came to here. Then they feel like, oh, price is going to keep pushing up, mitigating this fair value gap and just keep going. But when price swept liquidity off this high, I was like, okay, no problem. But I was still like, oh, this thing might actually just do something. So that was the reason I didn't even budge yesterday. I was like, okay, I was not resistant to like close the trade. I was just like, okay, let me just close the trade, even though I made my analysis right. So after 24 hours, there was a sweep. Then price created a fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame. So when price opened, price came rally up to mitigate this fair value gap, which I couldn't catch because I don't trade the Asian section. So I just left it. Then price created another entry for me in the 15-minute time frame. This is where it got crazy. I didn't want to like mess up because I've been on a drawdown, and I was seeing this shit was bearish show, targeting this last week low, targeting this last week low. So what did price do? Price tapped on this fair value gap, then come down on the 15 minute, created another entry in the 15-minute time frame. We had a break of structure here, a break of structure, a fair value gap, price came, mitigate. So price was dancing on my entry. So I decided to close the trade, and price ended up rallying down. So painful, so painful. This trade is so painful. But we're good. We're good. Right now, I'm on a trade on Euro JPY this morning. As I'm recording this, I'm on a trade on. Let's see what Euro JPY has for us today. Okay, on the daily time frame, price book structure then came down to mitigate this daily fair value gap. On the 4 hours, I could see a support zone, another block. So price mitigated and had a sweep. So immediately I had a sweep, I went down to the 15-minute time frame, 5 minute time to look for a change in state of delivery. Price came down. Let's see if price takes us up to this level this morning. So not too much, not risking too much either. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes for this trade this morning. So now I have to get ready to leave my parents' house. So I'll keep you guys posted. Peace. Just see, I'm dressed. First, I also want to talk about like, yeah, I've been on monk mode, like my monk mode attitude, just trying to keep focus, stay off social media. I don't even do social media right now, no more. I don't have time for social media at all. Probably till January. So that's like my monk mode attitude. And I actually wrote it down on my book, my monk mode attitude, how I'm gonna like keep going. Do you understand? No time for distraction. You don't have no time for distraction like this. If you could like I take out distraction, there's this book I'm reading called Mastery. See, it's called Mastery. This book have actually opened my eyes to certain things, like how to perceive opportunity. I was telling my friend, like I tried told her, like, oh, this is the thing. Because it says here, like the early human beings, the early people on earth, they know how to perceive opportunities. They had like sight and speed. It was like our ancestors survived depended on intensity of their attention. The longer and harder they look, the more they could distinguish between an opportunity and danger. And you can imagine if we could actually pay attention, remove distraction, we could perceive a trade which is a danger or an opportunity. Do you understand? Which actually gave me more insight. Like the human's visual system is not built for scanning as cows is, like animals. They are built for depth of focus. That depth of focus helps us see things in our trades. Actually in our life too. Be able to discern what to do and what not to do. And if you could like check your trade and see that, oh, if you look long enough, you understand, oh, this trade an opportunity or a danger. This actually helps. Do you understand? It says here, by looking long enough at an object and refusing to be distracted even for a second, you could see that what could do. Even for a second, the depth of focus you could actually give. It really helps though. For real. So this book has changed my reasoning, my mind. There's a turning point to what this book could do for me. And that's why I keep reading. You can check out. I just came down to my mom's for 2 days and look at the book I bought. I brought down here. You can see the trading in the zone. And I have my other book for my trading. I still came down to read too. And I wrote here about the monk-like attitude. And there's a book of Rockefeller I want to actually get. I wrote here, it says, I believe it's a religious duty to get all the money you can, fairly and honesty to keep all you can, and to give all away you can. So, in order getting, my bro, get wisdom. It's wisdom. Wisdom is profitable to direct a man's life. That's why you don't just do what everybody's doing. Get distracted. When you know, you have like an aim in life. Don't get distracted about anything. For real. It says singleness of purpose is one of the chief essentials for success in life, no matter what one may be aiming for. That's what I actually kept my focus. For real. So I'm about to head out. So this is my kid sister. And look at her situation. She's actually a tech student and she won't come here, and this is my mama. Alright, see you guys later. Bye. Hello guys, so I'm in my cousin's factory. You can see he just built this massive factory. So this guy though has always been a visionary for a long time. I can remember. And now look at where he goes right now. Steven. So this is Steven. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. Yo. Please tell them about like why they need to aim high and why you need to have vision for their life as a man or anybody.
Well, have fun on my people. You know that just one word.
Yeah.
Everything starts with how you think. How you think. Two things. How you think and how you work. If your working is intact and your thinking is not intact, there's going to be a misalignment. If your thinking is intact and your working is not intact, there's going to be a misalignment. So the idea of aiming higher starts with your thought process, how you think, your mindset. And one of the hardest things to do in this life, is to transform yourself. It's hard. That's why you see people settle for where they are. Yet you won't blame them, because it's really hard to go through the route of transformation, and it's a never-ending journey. So aiming high is stressful, it's tiring. Yeah, it is not conventional. Yeah, but then it's one of those things you should do if you want to leave a mark, if you want to be a nation builder, if you want to be king in since birth. You get, if you want to express things that is not just about you but for a generation, because you just have to offer yourself as a living sacrifice. You get, I mean, people are not willing to sacrifice themselves for whatever it is. You get, so that's your idea. It starts here.
Thank you, my bro. So you see the reason why you have to aim up. It's a process, and once you're consistent, you actually get there. I'll see you guys on my next video. Please subscribe, like, and share. At the end of the day, we're all witness progression together. So.
Woke up late, missed the morning glaze, but the sunlight hits in so many ways.
So guys, I just got home and I got stopped out on the Euro JPY trade, and I found out what happened. My mistake though. Well, this was when I entered the trade. Sweep of liquidity, and exchange of state and delivery. The price moved up, then retraced downwards, taking me out. My mistake was I didn't allow price take out a section low into my order block, which was a mistake. You could see I actually just made the correction when I got home. Price only 15 minutes, there was a sweep of liquidity into this. Then I should have waited for price to create a change of state in delivery, then target from here, making this low a protected low. This low a protected low. Then it should have given us a 1:2 trade. We're all good. We just have to keep learning. Look at me.